You know, I love a good dupe of a high-end product with a generic formula. Hi, today I'm going to be comparing one of my absolute favorite products, but it's a pricey product. So if I find a dupe for it, I'm pretty psyched. And this is the Bumble and Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil Primer. It is an amazing hair primer to put in your hair to protect your hair before you add any heat styling at all. And Sally's Beauty has the generic formula of the same exact product. It's in a much bigger bottle than this one. This one's a little bit of a smaller trial size. I have several of these because sometimes they go on sale for buy one get one free. The full-size version of the generic dupe is $14.79 and the full-size version of Bumble and Bumble is $32. So right away the price itself is a really good deal. When you look at the back of the packaging for the Sally Beauty product version, you can see the listed ingredients on the left side of the generic version. On the right side you can see the ingredients for the version that it's a dupe for. In looking at this, you can see the ingredients are almost identical, and that's a really good sign to start. On the Sally Beauty website, the ingredients for this specific product are not listed as the same as the bottle, so that was something I noticed was really a little bit peculiar. It looks like all the healthy oils that are going to be great and beneficial to your hair are at the bottom and not at the top. So I'm going to trust the actual bottle. I think the website needs to be, someone needs to look at it because the ingredients are flip-flopped. So let's get into it. I'm going to be putting the Bumble and Bumble on my right side, and I'm going to be putting the generic dupe on my left side. And I'm spraying from the top of my ears down and pulling the hair through to get the product to spread evenly all the way to the ends. And I'm using my wide tooth comb to spread the product throughout the hair evenly. Now I'm going to spray the generic version on the left side of my head. Comparing the two right away, Bumble and Bumble sprays really evenly. The texture is very milky, it's much thinner, and it sprays very nice and you can comb it through really well. So it's good at detangling. It also has a very light smell, so it's not an overpowering odor. The generic version has a thicker texture. It sprays well, but not as evenly as Bumble and Bumble. So you have to kind of spray a little bit extra and pull it through. It isn't as easily to comb your hair through as the Bumble and Bumble. The smell is also a little bit stronger, but it's not strong at all. It's still pretty light. It has almost like a banana smell to it, just very lightly. So this is the important part really, and that is the heat tool. So I'm going to go right in and dry my hair. After hair drying, they both seem about the same as far as the texture and thickness of my hair, and the shine is similar. This is without being combed through, so they look basically the same, they feel basically the same. Now we're going to go in with the ultimate heat test tool. This is my favorite wave styler, and I always prime my hair in advance before I use this tool, and my favorite product to use is the Bumble and Bumble. So we're going to see how the generic side holds up. So here's the final comparison. The waver worked really well with both sides. I would not use this styling tool at all unless I have some type of heat protectant. It's really great at protecting your hair before you use something with that kind of high heat. You could see the steam coming off my hair. It is not something you want to mess with without using some type of protectant on your hair. And you can see the added shine. This would not be so shiny if I didn't have the spray on at all, but I'm loving the generic side. It's keeping a little bit more of a smoothness than the Bumble and Bumble side. The Bumble and Bumble stuff is amazing. So it's just a tiny bit of a difference I'm seeing right here. I think it's because this spray is so thick. It might just be extra protecting as far as product disbursement, but it's just a tiny bit of a difference, but I can definitely see it's a little bit more fluffy right here. They both protect with heat, humidity, and UV rays, so I think they're both outstanding, but I'm loving a little bit more of the defined curl using the generic version as opposed to the Bumble and Bumble side, which is a little bit more puffy and not as defined. You really can't beat the price. I mean, it's half the cost of a full size of Bumble and Bumble, so it is definitely worth checking out at Sally's Beauty. If you already love the Bumble and Bumble, give this a try. Let me know if you've compared the two as well and you've had any results, if it's similar or different. I mean, what do you think? Do you see much of a difference between the two sides? And if you like this video, I have another generic dupe comparison video with my favorite It's a 10 hair products. I'll have that video linked up next.